Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture we are going to discuss about the location of planes having maximum and minimum direct stress. So direct stress sigma theta and shear stress tau theta at an inclined plane is given by these two formulas. Sigma theta is equal to 1 by 2 sigma x plus sigma y plus 1 by 2 sigma x minus sigma y cos 2 theta plus tau sin 2 theta, and tau theta is equal to minus 1 by 2 sigma x minus sigma y sin 2 theta plus tau cos 2 theta. So in the last lecture we derived these two formulas, direct stress and shear stress on inclined plane, which is inclined at theta from vertical plane, and this theta is measured in clockwise direction. So we have taken these two formula from our last class. So now as we can see here, the sigma theta is function of theta. As the theta will vary, the value of sigma will vary. So if we are talking about the theta is equal to 0 degree, means we are talking about AB plane. So at AB plane direct stress is sigma theta, and if we are talking about the theta is equal to 90 degree, then it means we are talking about this plane which is perpendicular to AB plane, and direct stress at this plane is sigma y. So as we change the theta, the value of sigma theta on that particular plane will vary. So now we want to find out the location of planes on which on that plane sigma will be maximum. So to find out that location of that plane, we can differentiate this sigma theta with respect to theta. So that would be sigma theta d over d theta is equal to, if we differentiate this term will become 0, and this is minus 1 by 2 sigma x minus sigma y, and this becomes 2 sin 2 theta. So and next term is this one, so this becomes 2 tau cos 2 theta is equal to 0. So if we'll equate this is equal to 0, then this becomes 1 by 2 sigma x minus sigma y multiplied by 2 sin 2 theta is equal to 2 tau cos 2 theta. So this 2 will get cancelled out, and this becomes sin 2 theta over cos 2 theta is equal to 2 tau over sigma x minus sigma y, or we can say this becomes tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau over sigma x minus sigma y. So this equation will provide us two values of 2 theta. This equation will provide us two values of 2 theta differing by 180 degree, differing by 180 degree, or we can say two values of theta or two values of theta differing by 90 degree. The planes along with the direct stress having the maximum and minimum values. So there would be two planes at theta, and second plane would be at theta plus 90 degree. So these two planes will have the value of direct stress as a maximum or minimum values. So here the thing is to be noted, these two values of sigma max and sigma minimum can be find out by putting the theta, or we can say tan 2 theta p. So p designates for the principal plane, because these sigma maximum and sigma minimum are known as principal stresses, and the planes associated with these two values of direct stress known as principal plane. So this P stands for principal plane. So this tan 2 theta p is equal to 2 tau over sigma x minus sigma y will give us the locations of two principal planes. There, this is theta p and this is theta p plus 90 degrees. So this is first principal plane and this is second principal plane. Now our second formula, now we can check, as we have tau theta is equal to minus 1 by 2 sigma x minus sigma y sin 2 theta plus tau cos 2 theta. Now if we equate this equation is equal to 0 directly, if we put this equation equals to 0, then also we'll have tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau over sigma x minus sigma y. This means the planes on which the sigma is maximum or minimum, on those planes shear stress is equal to 0. So we can say that the same values of theta are also obtained. We can say same values of theta can also obtained by equating tau equals to 0, which indicates that the shear stress is 0 or does not exist on these planes. Therefore, it is concluded that shear stress are 0. So we can say, therefore, we can say shear stresses are 0 on the planes with maximum or minimum values of direct stress. And these planes are known as principal planes. And the corresponding stresses are known as principal stresses. So now we can say the principal planes will have 0 shear stress, and the plane which is having maximum direct stress will called as major principal plane, and the planes which is having minimum direct stress is known as minor principal plane. So the plane having maximum direct stress is known as major principal plane, and the plane having minimum direct stress is known as minor principal plane. So here two important things we learn in this lecture. One, we can find out the location of the principal plane using this formula, tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau over sigma x minus sigma y, and this will give us two values of theta. differing by 90 degree, or two values of 2 theta differing by 180 degree. So two planes we can find out, one theta p and second theta p plus 90 degree. So these planes will have maximum or minimum direct stress, and we also proved that these planes will have zero shear stress. So at the summary we can say principal planes will have zero shear stress, and these planes will carry maximum and minimum direct stress, and those stresses are known as principal stresses, and those planes are known as principal planes. So thank you.